Hi guys, and welcome to week 7. Mate, it's kind of it's been a quick week, I'm not gonna lie. It's flown by. I had a good week last week where I lost the £6 I'd put on the week before, so I was really happy with that. But this week has been my birthday week, and I already knew I was taking in a cake to my new job, because what's a better way to make friends than bringing in chocolate cake? Am I right? Am I right? So I knew I was going to allow myself to have a slice of cake on my birthday at work with like a cup of tea, and I did, and it was lovely, and I managed to stick to only one slice. Woo! Which was quite exciting and quite big for me, because sometimes although I like to think I'm in the zone and I'm like, oh no, I'll allow myself this and I'll only have that and then I'll be good all day. But then I'll have a taste for it and then I'll be like, well, and then next thing you know, I've had like 4 mini treats, and those 4 mini treats are like, boom, they're your sins for the week. So it's quite nice to be in control, especially because I know I'm ovulating this week. Sorry, that might be a bit graphical for you, but whatevs. So I noticed, because this is why I had a really big gain last week, not last week, the other week, because all I wanted to do was eat crap, you know, I've noticed, you know, I've been a lot more focused, I've been a lot more controlled, and being on Star Week, although it's been a bit uncomfortable, being ovulating, although it's been a little bit uncomfortable, I've got polycystic ovaries, so all my junk down there is uncomfortable sometimes, that just really threw me off, because I was thinking, oh, is that really inappropriate? But I've said it now, it's out there. Ooh. Yeah, this week I have lost £3. Woohoo! So that now takes me from 21 stone £1 to 20 stone £12, which also means, ladies and gentlemen, not only did I smash getting into my next stone bracket in the 20s, but I also smashed my 1.5 stone milestone, which was at 21 stone 13. So really chuffed with that, especially considering it was birthday week. You know, I had like a really cheesy carbonara last night, and I had cake last night. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, if I've still come out on top, you know, had I not have had those extra treats, I'd have lost even more. And that's how I always try and think about things. I know that probably sounds a bit weird, but it helps me in my mindset, because say I'm out with friends, not that I really want to give in to peer pressure, but say I'm out with friends and someone's like, oh, come on, Luce, like, let's grab a drink, or oh, let's get dessert or something like that. Or if I know I'm going to somewhere that's going to be like high in sins, I think to myself, well, I'm sure I could have this and I'm sure it would taste great and I'd love every bit of it, but come weigh day and I don't see the result I'm looking for, you know, I'm going to think back and be like, shouldn't have had that chocolate cake, mate, or, you know, shouldn't have had that drink, or shouldn't have had that whatever. So for me, it's always good to sort of be like, well, I had that bit of cake, and, you know, I had a nice really big portion of pasta, which was on the money, because my dad made it, and us Italians, pasta, you can't go wrong. Yeah, you know, to sort of think of it like, oh, well, oh my god, I've just lost my train of thought. It's really early, guys, I'm sorry. So to think of it, in conjunction with like losing weight and stuff, I always find that really helps me. So yeah, was really chuffed with all of that. I know when I originally started Slimming Wild back in 2014 in May, I started off at 24 stone 1, and the lowest I ever got down to was 19 stone 1, which was my 5 stone mark, and then I had all those issues with my gallbladder, so I stopped. So now that I'm back in the 20s, like, even though it's at the far end of the 20s, in my mind, I'm just like, I'm that, you know, that bit closer to the 19s, and then once I'm in the 19s, I've just got to get back down to 19 stone 1, and that will sort of be my 5 stone mark again, as it were. You know, then I can keep going from there. So yeah, although I suppose in the last 6 weeks I've only lost, what, 1 stone 8 pounds, like in my head I've lost like 3 stone 2 pounds from like last time, and I've just sort of carried it on. So But yeah, really happy with that. And you know, in terms of targets for next week, I think, you know, trying to lose £6 again in a week, because I know I've got quite a lot of social occasions next week as well. Trying to lose £6 next week to sort of get my 2 stone. I think that's a little bit out there. So I'm just going to go with 3 again and halve it. If I could do 3 next week and then 3 the following week, which would be Star Week. That's my period, for anyone who does not know what that is, because people are still asking me. Yeah, if I could do 3 that week, which I know is a stretch. But oh, I can see my batteries blinking. In terms of product of the week, I've been loving this place called Avocado. I'll put a picture here. And I've been getting these compots. I don't know how many sins they are. I'm sure they're not great. But in terms of speed and for work, where I'm working up in London, it's been so great. Just sort of picking one up, and they really have been filling me up all day. So it's probably a bad thing to recommend, but it's just something, I want to be honest, it's something that I've been eating maybe like 3 or 4 times this week, where I've sort of grabbed one and taken them in for breakfast. For anyone that is still waiting for my what I eat in a week, please be patient. Where I'm sort of eating a lot of the same foods while I'm still getting to grips with my new job, I don't want to just post like, again, for Monday I had minestrone, and for Tuesday I had minestrone. Like, I don't think that's a very good video, in my opinion anyway. So I'm just trying to eke it out so that I've got a different recipe for each day of the week, and sort of show you like what I would do if I was having a different meal every day. So please be a little bit more patient with me. I will have that up as soon as possible. Hello to all my new subscribers. It's a little bit wacky over here if you haven't guessed. It's very natural, it's very what you see is what you get, and it's very honest and raw. Not really raw, it's just little old me. I always try my best to get back to all of your comments, which has just been amazing. Thank you everyone for all your support, all your birthday wishes and all your love. You know, the same on Instagram as well. You can find my Instagram account just down below. And I use the Mini Mims website forum, where I've been posting on like what I have, and I keep up to date on there. I've left my thread down below, which is actually usually where I'll type out what I have been eating, or there's the visual side of it for Instagram. I've been trying to post like everything I eat in a day all in one photo, just so I'm not spamming like 12 photos a day of food. Not that I eat that much food a day anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. I hope everyone had a lovely week. Let me know how you got on. As always, I love to celebrate your losses or your gains with you, if we're celebrating them, that is, and even those maintains as well. So let me know how you guys got on, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.